Serial Designation N, one of the most iconic characters throughout the Murder Drone series, and one that has been shown as a villain throughout the pilot episode, but has later been shown as the deuteragonist of the series Murder Drones, with him being one of the most friendliest assembly drones throughout the trio, and with him treating all the other characters with kindness and genuine love. But here's the thing. That doesn't mean the characters and the challenges he has to take on won't throw him under the bus. It has been shown in the pilot episode that N is a very low self-esteem character who generally focuses on other people he loves and seems to really care on what others are going through rather than himself. And while him having a lot of problems to handle and maintain, he seems to shrug it off like it's nothing, and at the end of the day, for him to say nothing or just give out a tiny hint on what he's going through and feeling sucks. I mean, think about it. The very moment he introduces himself throughout the series, yes, he talks a bit about himself, but in the very next clip, he says how when he was selected to be the leader, his own co-workers/teammates call him useless and terrible. The worst part is that it seems to be so constant from his co-workers, and even if they do like him as a person, they did have a chance but didn't show him the love he deserved and screwed it up completely. God, N has been called useless and was trying to get proven useless so much that to a point he said this.
I guess I just want to be useful. I was given a job, and I always want to try my best.
Which this shows that he gets called useless so much, it's like that's how he will be seen for himself and the others. In the second episode, Heartbeat, with Uzi, even after a whole day spending her time with N, it has been proven that she still can't trust N and allows Eldridge J to break their friendship. Like, I understand Uzi has been gone through a lot, and the fake holograms of N must have been really realistic, and his dad holograms of him dying must have been traumatic. But the fact N has actually been with Uzi for a while, and even saved Uzi from Eldridge J, but with Uzi not even saying anything, even after N defends her over anything and everything, even times where it is significantly Uzi's fault, kinda gets on my nerves. N left Uzi at the end of episode 2 because he didn't want to cause any problems for Uzi or just ruin her day any further. Even at the end, V says on how he hates N's personality just because if he's a bit optimistic, energetic, or just himself. Now, don't get me wrong, the enemyship is really good and has so much story to it, but V literally had 3, if not 4 episodes to express her feelings she had about N. In episode 1, V effed up the most by rejecting N and literally flying out of the middle of the conversation. In episode 2, she made fun of N's personality and showed a bit of her softer side and sympathy towards him, but in the third episode, V had the opportunity to take N. She had all the chances, but didn't take it. I know V was trying to protect N from knowing too much from the past, the memories, or more things about the Absolute Solver, but cutting N's head off and not even giving him a chance to speak in the middle of the conversation is just a bummer. And then V fans in episode 4 say how N was the worst character just because he was releasing his anger, and he was hiding this anger for so long, which honestly, I don't blame him. But you know what, bro? At this point, I'm saying that bro actually did have the right to be angry. I mean, hear me out. Imagine you grew up, everyone was hiding secrets from you. When you would try to be nice, people would just ignore you or avoid you as much as they would. And they would treat you basically like a 6-year-old child. This is literally N's position in episode 3 and 4. He gave V the chances, and he tried interacting about the negative problems that they were dealing with.
V, if you're hiding something, we can figure it out together. Even if we each only have pieces, please, what do you know?
But V just avoided his conversations. That's the thing I love about the Newsy ship, unlike the Envy ship. That N and Uzi, even after everything they went through, they actually took the time to hear each other out and help each other with their problems. I mean, seriously, even though N and V had such a cute relationship back then, they kind of screwed it up. They didn't give each other the chance. They didn't take the time to hear each other out, unlike N and Uzi. I don't even know why V played off a whole new persona for N either, even though N loved her ever since at the beginning. And even if he is going to end up with Uzi, N will always love V. There will always be a side of him that he can't not let go of V. But aside from all of that, N did go through a lot. I mean, bro has to choose the whole universe over his best friend, or pretty much now a lover. He has been called so many things, and in episode 5, Jay even wrote a note for N saying kill yourself. Like, seriously, Jay, is that all you had to say? And N lost V before saying goodbye to her, and the worst part is, N wasn't able to look into V's eyes because the Sentinels would have paralyzed N completely. Jay, his own coworker, gave him a virus and left him to die. But then she is calling N a traitor? Seriously? What the hell is this? And the worst part about all this is that Jay is being a full-on bozo, and N is always being seen as a useless play toy for people to backstab on. And at the end of the day, he didn't get a chance to snap at the people who hurt him or go into kill mode, but instead just plays off his so-called happy and energetic persona, and instead of everyone else asking if he's alright, he's the one who's checking up on everybody else. Now, I bet people are gonna say, oh, N is such a kin from the 6th episode for me. Well, guess what? True N fans know that he was such a kin ever since the first episode release, ever since the pilot dropped. Well, this guy seriously deserves so much better, and I don't care what anybody says.